Hello, I'm John Proxy and welcome to the Proximity. I'm having a Disco Elysium adventure. I'm supposed to go somewhere, aren't I? The boardwalk, I believe. I don't know if I'm too late. I'm 6 minutes up. Too late, aren't I? This is the boardwalk? Old poster hidden below new ones. Arno Vine Ike, the Elysium. Sounds like an obscure live performance in a dirty underground bunker. We may have to load our game and undo reading that book. No, old fish market. Okay. Okay, no, I was completely wrong there. Go there now, though. I'm getting a weird flickering effect. I'm not sure what that is. I do have to go this way, don't I? I have to go around. We'll read the rest of that novel, because if I can get some points out of it, it's worth it. And then we only need one more level up, so we can remove. We have to remove that thing and then gain it, but we sleep over 4 hours, right? So we can get another level up before the next day. Then we've got that new ability. I really enjoy that I pass the time reading novels. Is this the boardwalk? No. I don't know where the boardwalk is. Oh, we have a map. I guess that's the boardwalk. That's the boardwalk, isn't it? Okay. And we can try our physical strength while we're there as well. Figure out the correct way. No, that's the boardwalk, isn't it? Faded poster. In here.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Well, I found the pigs. The aging woman under the mountain of police paraphernalia mumbles to herself, then notices you and reaches for the megaphone.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now! Show me your hands right now!
Scavenged battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand. The hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
It's a standard flashlight, ma'am. Calm down.
Failure to comply. Suspect is displaying aggression. Officer under duress! Officer under duress!
Her eyes bulge with terror. Veins protrude on her forehead.
I am the police! Don't move! Don't move! Hands on your head! Suspect is armed and dangerous!
Okay, apparently I'm not allowed to move. Ma'am, I need you to calm down. We just want to
Lateral
talk.
vascular neck restraint. Carotid sleeper. Carotid sleeper. Critically reducing blood from passing through the neck of the suspect.
Continue.
Detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
Situation looks bad. Calm yourself and steady your breathing. You'll have to go for the gun sooner or later. Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do. This is dangerous. You're 70% sure you always leave your gun loaded. This is the pigs. Ah, so we could have walked into it without knowing about the meeting. Please identify yourself, ma'am. It's the goddamn police, shitbag. She yells into the megaphone. Hug the pavement, you're under arrest. We can solve this peacefully. Please lower your weapon. Officer in need of assistance. Her eyes dart between you and Kim. Suspect at large, get on the ground. Ma'am, please. The lieutenant is trying to maintain eye contact. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon. Let's just talk, alright? Disturbance reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot. Her eyes snap at you. Big red key. Big red key. Big red key. That's code for battering ram. Cop talk. You know this. Are you on drugs? Confiscated contraband. The microphone makes her voice almost painfully metallic. Restricted access. 2 kilos missing. Eyewitness report compromised. I don't think she's on drugs, the lieutenant whispers. Being off drugs might actually be the problem here. You're not the police. We are the police. Back up. She lowers the megaphone halfway. Immediately raises up again. Back up. Back up. Status unconfirmed. Lieutenant Double Yefrator Harrier Dubois, 41st Precinct. This is my partner, Lieutenant Kitsuragi from the 57th. No, the crazed woman mumbles up under her head. No, no, no. I thought Mr. Morant. Gareth. Suddenly she raises the megaphone and screams, aggravated assault! Man down! Officers in pursuit! There's a scenario unfolding in her head right now. There's nothing to do with what's happening here. What's the situation? Lieutenant hesitates, addressing the woman. Officer? Law enforcement compromised. She screams in the megaphone. Red and blue lights illuminate, the spit flying everywhere. Impersonating a police officer. She does not believe you two are actually police officers. You really are cops? Look, my badge. Take out your badge and show it to her. License and registration. She repeatedly bashes her megaphone against her head and screams into the bloody mouthpiece. License and registration. Come in, dispatch sector. Sector, azimuth. It's not a code, just disjointed words. Hand-eye coordination formidable. Time to get my gun. Here's the plan. Drop the multi-tool and immediately dart right. The noise will startle her, allowing you to close the distance. Left hand grabs the barrel, right one breaks the wrist. No, that won't be necessary. Look closer. The gun. All 3 barrels, red and blue light shining through. It's not loaded. Kim, I'm almost certain there are no bullets in that gun. Huh. Lieutenant studies the swaying firearm. My god, I think you're right. My god, it's not loaded. The gun isn't loaded. What? The woman looks at the weapon in disbelief, her eyes suddenly reddish with tears. She looks down the barrel and squeezes the trigger. Wait! Click. Nothing happens. She looks at the useless weapon. This isn't police issue. Police weapons have bullets. This isn't real. What is this? The gun lands on the wooden plank and tears through her scratched... What? And tears run down her scratched cheeks. Police guns always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this? Grab the gun. Right now. This might be your only chance. Ooh. Now I'm going to pick up the gun. No one ever cares anymore. Her voice is growing fainter as she rocks back and forth. Why would they cheat me like this? Continue. Great gears are grinding to a halt. The machine is powering down. She's all out of jolt. Oh yeah, I want the experience as well. Poor woman. Lieutenant holsters his pistol. We need to figure out what to do with her now. No one's ever around, the old woman mumbles, staring blank at the boardwalk. Nobody ever comes visit me. I'm very sorry. This is how life turned out for you. Gently touch her shoulder. Her scratched skin is warm to touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there. What do you think is happening to her? She's in stupor. The lieutenant replies, inspecting the catatonic woman standing in the dark. I've seen this before. God knows how long. Could be days when they get like this. But why was she like this in the first place? Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. He lowers his voice. Dementia in Channel 8. And loneliness. Probably right. Nod. Loneliness. Looks like a bad case. He gives the woman a compassionate look. But the question is, what do we do with her right now? Do we just arrest her? I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state and without her gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone. We could let Titus know. It's a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family. Yes, I'll do that. That sounds... yeah, Titus sounds like the man for the job. Then we can ask him once we get back to the Whirling, but we have to hurry, because it's late and they might have already gone home. But I think we're done here for now. Let's head out. This is done. As you turn to leave, faintest voice comes on from the woman. Please leave the radio on, she mutters. It seems like a reflex, a half-remembered sentence. Reflex to what? Being left alone. She stands motionless, just a heap of clothes and flashes now. Maybe if you search her one more. No. Is that one of those things, a police cap? There were narcotics in there. You're thinking of taking them. Shake her shoulder? Oh, to see if she's... I don't want to steal stuff of her. Leave her be. Let's get Titus. Then we're pretty much ready to move the story on. I see it was thick enough to walk on. Ah!
Yes?
Right. Some birds are looking at me. Sorry, I stopped talking, but yeah, it's a very melancholy game. And it was nice for them to use the whole kind of theme of police and turn it on its head like that as well. But yeah, I don't need to steal drugs off her. And, you know, that would be nice, but we don't need it. And even if the game doesn't acknowledge that I did that for that reason, I can know. And I think that's what I like about this game. Occasionally I can just do things that I know I did. I don't need a system to validate my decisions.
The Copper-nado is back. What do you want?
Okay, there's no catatonic. Okay, talk to Joyce. The Mercury hanged. His friends are coming for you. Yeah, he doesn't seem worried. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Crenell. Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma. There's a snickering in the room. Some of the men put their beers down. Yes, they're forming some kind of tribunal and they're coming for you. This is what happens when you take the law in your own hands. Other people will start doing it too. Let them come, Blondie yells across the cafeteria. Howdy boys are right fucking here. You heard the man, right? He points to the ground. We're armed. We've got the whole district behind us and Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy. Yeah, a well-oiled murder machine. He punches Blondie on the shoulder. The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the entire Merc platoon. Joyce said they've gone rogue. Nobody is controlling them. Big fucking surprise, he mutters. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth and let them loose in the city. What do you think is going to happen? Mercenaries armed with automatic weapons. We've got weapons of our own. He cracks open his vest and gives you a glimpse of his holster. We've got Eister 50s, Ziegler's. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home. Well, if Glenn has a knock cannon at home, I guess you'll be alright. I don't know if that's supposed to be sarcastic, but it sounds sarcastic. Will they pierce ceramic armor? I guess we're going to see, aren't we? That was an unsure phrasing. See what? That they don't? Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor. Takes a sip of beer to bide his time and then tries to get the last word in. You haven't seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing and it didn't make him immortal. That's a good point, actually. This Krenel is bad news, you know that, right? Pfft. A spare beer. So were the local gangs, the fucking Barmy Army and Madre scum. You been out there? Seen any around? Yeah, where are they now? He points south. Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate. These people are trained military professionals, special forces. As you said, they're not a gang or a Barmy Army. No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. Don't forget, we're listening in on their communications. Their shit is way apart. Okay. Conclude with a shrug. See, we tried. That's interesting. I mean, I am worried they're going to wipe him out, but we're pro-union, right? They're going to do it regardless. Or can we save them? I mean, okay, they're gonna wipe you the fuck out, Titus. No, they won't. He shakes his beer at you. Get out of here with your negative energy. Really doesn't like you ruffling the feathers like that on what might be the eve of battle. All he means is that the situation is serious. No wonder you cops got shot to shit every day. You can't go to war with an attitude like that. There's an old catatonic lady in the old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help. Big man laughs, nearly spitting out his beer. What's that, copper? You want us to help little old ladies now? You're the local law enforcement, aren't you? Lieutenant looks Titus in the eye. Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction. Yeah, we'll send someone out. Who? Wait, it's the pigs, isn't it? Yep, her. He pushes up his cap. God, poor lady. Don't worry, we'll handle this. I think she's got some family in Curon or something. Bastards left her when she got sick. Been getting complaints. Hey, Eugene interjects. Wasn't Everart's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something? Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. Curtis gives him a beer salute and turns to you. She have something of yours, pig? Whatever you do, don't admit to these punks that you lost your gun. You will suffer if you do. Ah, fuck authority. You had my gun. You absolute fool. You're fucking with me. The big man slams his beer onto the table. Your gun! She had your fucking gun! Sure did, boss. The rat man's face is twisted with a smile. Heard him loud and clear. The pig's lost his gun to the pigs. The big man stares at you, still stunned. Too stunned to even drink his beer. Well, he says after a moment, at least I can see you've got it back. If you have any questions, he waves in circles, still searching for the words. What's her name? Her real name. Takes off his cap and scratches his head. Auntie LaPlante. We always called her. Something LaPlante? It's LaPlante. Marianne, amigo. Starts pouring himself another drink. Marianne, amigo, LaPlante. No, it's Marianne LaPlante, yes. Big guy nods, drinking his toast. Anything else you wanted to know? Who is she? Was, like before, just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never came to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. He swallows his beer. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off, but still. Us kids, that must have been ages ago. She was better then. Children kept her together. How'd you get like this? Kid wanting to be a cop? You mean, well, she... He furrows his brow and thought, shit, I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig? No fucking clue, the tattooed man shouts. It's gotta be crazy. Who'd want to be a pig? I can't help but feel partially responsible for the unhealthy culture that the poor woman latched onto. I'm sorry. Tattooed Mesk sinks into his seat, unsure how to respond. Yeah, you should be. The big man shrugs. Whatever, cop. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of our own. Where'd you get all her cop gear? Dunno, Titus says, shrugging up. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach. Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it. Thanks for helping out on this one, Titus. No problem, cop man. Take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Isn't that right, boys? Sure enough, Eugene raises his glass on a toast. We're the real heroes on the streets. I'm going to take off now. So, yeah, I made a couple of mistakes there, but I'm going to own them. Oh, damn. Well, it's got no bullets in, so I don't know why I'd equip it. Right. It's a shame he didn't get to hear my karaoke. Like, I did it way too early, didn't I? But let's go to sleep. I keep forgetting that will kill my morale. This isn't the right way, John. I wish I could teleport to the other side of town. We'll get there. It's quite early, we just have nothing to do anymore. You know what? That's not true. We have a book. And that, probably. Right. I'm just going to get to where I was. I'm just taking the same options, because... Why does everyone close to Dick Mullen wind up dead? It's a dangerous line of work, but somebody has to do it. That's why Dick Mullen never lets anyone get too close. Why did Dick Mullen become a detective in the first place? There was never a time when he wasn't a detective. He was born a detective. Was I not born to be a detective? For a moment you cease to read the story on the page and see the book for what it is. A collection of brittle, cheaply printed pages held together by glue made from the hooves of horses. From nowhere you hear the screech of sneakers on the waxed floor. You feel the burn of rope against your hands. Are these figments of some other life? No one finds answers you're looking for here. In other words, why bother solving crimes when the world is evil? Is it really so evil, detective? Okay, maybe not. There are parts worth saving. Like what? The pleasure of contemplating art! You don't know how you know, but you can feel this book laughing at you. Art? You think contemplating art is going to save you? Yeah, I do. I'm the goddamn art cop after all. Whatever you say, art cop. The book stopped laughing at you because you can feel it grinning smugly. Hey, fuck you, book. Give the book the finger. I love that he can see me do this. You know what? You look like a madman, right? Giving an inanimate object the finger like that. What's the matter, detective? This book is making fun of my sincerest beliefs. Then perhaps you should stop reading it. But you can't stop, can you? You've got to find out what happens. Love did them in. What? That doesn't even make sense. There's never a straight answer with you, is there? You just get hooked on random stupid notions and then repeat them every chance you get. Now, go on, find out who really did it. Finish the book. You begin furiously flipping through the pages. Even as you know these books follow a series of well-worn tropes, you find yourself completely engrossed. You're turning pages so fast you don't even notice the engine's spine coming unglued. You try to grab the pages as they come loose, but your fingers aren't quick enough. They're gone. Dozens of pages scatter across the ground. The last fifth or so of the book seems to have been lost. It's possible that you could gather and reassemble the pages, but it would take too long. Stupid old horse glue. Ah yes, the problem with mass-market paperbacks. They're not made to last. Perhaps it is a sign you should go back to solving your own murder, eh, detective? In your hand, you hold 4/5 of Dick Mullen and the mistaken identity. Oh, I'm not entirely sure that was worth it then. Never mind, I hope he enjoyed himself. Oh, I'm so close to a level up. I just need to experience from anywhere. Okay, not that book. Okay, I don't think we ever went through our... Where is it? Oh, it's in tools, isn't it? There we go, we have 2 case files. The couch on the unexpected location. Some assholes bought their couch outside and hung it out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside by the motorway, you know? At an unexpected location. They were young and they thought it looked cool on it. They looked really cool, like a rock band. Yes, as you said here, insufferable rock and roll assholes. Young people are the worst. So anyway, you've got a complaint about the damn sofa or couch or whatever it was. They were leaving it out in all these unexpected and whimsical locations. They took to it, and when they took photos of themselves on it, and smoked cigarettes and drank coffee because they felt it was intellectual. Yes, experience. Not quite enough, apparently. Oh, we need 4 more. Cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid couch. To clean it all up, and you did. So congratulations to you. Case solved. Did I ever catch those guys? No, you didn't have the time for that. These notes show that what you have time is... What? Yeah, I don't know how to speak anymore. That you have what it's called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down couch assholes. You have a real job to do. What's next? Murder at the hookah parlour. Murder, tum-tum-tum, at the hookah parlour. Was a case originally assigned to an officer called Joseph Mills, who's now dead, circumstances completely unconnected to the murder, tum-tum-tum, at the hookah parlour. Wait, how? Beaten to death by a throng of Villalobos gang's members when him and his partner, J.M., only initials mentioned, answered a call one night. It's a sad story and isn't really represented in your case file. Stop stalling and get to the murder, tum-tum-tum, at the hookah parlour. Right, on with the murder, tum-tum-tum. Hookah parlour. Joseph Mills was on the case that he couldn't solve. Was doing it solo. Said it was a real nutcracker, a real brain twister. Was on it for like a month. The captain got impatient. Shit, or get off the pot, Mills. Mills didn't get off the pot. Not yet. He kept at it for a couple of weeks more, racking his brains, running with every theory, as outlandish as it seemed. He still couldn't solve the murder, tum-tum-tum, at the hookah parlour. Tough case, he said. Toughest he ever had. Wait, was Joseph Mills a good cop? No, he was awful. Awful sense of humour, too. The worst jokes you ever heard. Really rapey. Still, he'd been on it for months now. Said it was the final case. Said it was uncrackable. That the murderer vanished into thin air. Goddamn hookah parlour was all he talked about. Go on. Okay, so the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in the hookah parlour. You know, Those places where you go and smoke bubblegum flavoured vapour all day? Can you get high off it? No, it's just soot and water vapour. Doesn't really do anything. Really cool. Yeah, really lame. So anyway, young man in his 20s found with a skull busted open right on the floor of the hookah parlour. Middle of the day. No one else is there. Only client that day in perfect health too. Some kind of movie producer. No one enters, no one exits. He's just sucking on the watermelon hookah all morning, all noon, like he usually does. He's a regular. No calls, nothing. Just sucking on the hookah until 15:45. Then bam, he's dead on the floor, his skull busted open. Blood everywhere. What happened? How could it be? Mills has no idea. Invisible assassin. Movie deal gone sour. Girl at the counter did it. Nothing fits. Eerie. Man just dropped dead. So you go to the parlour, you see cushions around the table. Table's low. Heavy. Really sharp edge. He sucked a hookah, stood up, passed out, and hit his head on the table and died. New skill point! I solved a mystery! See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out the hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply, and you don't notice it until you get up and go to the bathroom. And what was he doing there for 6 hours? Oh, cool. Smoking hookah! Didn't you hear? I don't know. Trying to come up with a movie script. Anyway, that was Murderer at the Hookah Parlour. Joseph Mills wasn't a good detective, and about 30 minutes have passed. Piecing it together. Next. Okay. I don't want this. I want to get rid of Wasteland of Reality, because it's -1, -1, -1 for a +1. So, we'll forget this. Instead, we want the precarious world. All red checks fail, so doing that in the middle of the night is a good idea. Lovely. I can revisit this. Put the ledger away. And thought complete. Motorway south. Love these pictures. All intellect white checks unlocked. Inland Empire, swallowing motion. Okay, the lone vector stretches in your mind's eye into the wild pale yonder, for an unimaginable distance, forgetting, till you can no longer remember anything. No cities, no mountains, no oceans, and finally, no vector. Nothing remains. A blank space with no point of reference. There is only one type of motion possible, the motion of the human throat, swallowing. And then it comes to you. To reach to the end of the motorway south is to be unborn. You've had this thought before while aimlessly wandering the streets of Jamrock. Lost piece of the man you were. A dark hope. Cool, let's sleep. So in the morning we have to go to the car. And then I guess we finish the game. It's nice of Kim to follow me to bed, but he can go. Might be able to tell him that, but... Good night, Kim. You know what, I should... Okay, cool. That's fine. Go to sleep. The place feels almost like home now, quiet and dignified around you. New life by the seaside. You're incredibly tired. The darkness and warmth comes fast. You're falling asleep.
It's easier this time. Drifting off. Your head has found a comfortable indent in the pillow. Your legs and your torso feel like lead weights sinking to the bottom of the sea. Until there's suddenly light.
This respite You've earned it, brother. Bask in the darkness. Let it swallow you up and swivel you around while you forget everything you've managed to remember.
But I've been bad. Haven't earned this.
No, you haven't. You've just been.
Thank you, Darkness. Is this the last dream?
This is the one before that. We'll just keep cycling it for you if you don't mind. As long as we can. Spin it like black yarn.
Then I think I've timed this quite well then. Assuming that the last dream happens at the end of the game.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Thank you, Darkness.
You're
Thank you.
welcome, Harry boy. You earned it.
Yeah, we get to fall into an uninterrupted sleep. I wish real life John could do
After
that.
centuries of darkness, the alarm rings. But what's this? You actually feel rested. There's no time to cuddle with your pillow, however, or as much as shiver from the cold. The world awaits.
Go! Dialogue options to begin with hold on or wait to gain additional information.
Yes?
Right. Okay, apparently sleeping does not count towards that. Okay, I guess that makes sense. But still, we did it as early as we possibly could. I can't bother to put this torch away. It seems to last forever. We'll need it at the start of the next episode anyway. But yeah, we're on day 6. Yeah, I think I looked up. It's something I didn't really want to know, but sometimes I do that. And found out that there was enough time. I probably mentioned this already. That there was like 10 days or something. It gives you plenty of time. Got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details. Are you ready? The world will end soon. Okay, she's not worried. Does that mean you're ready? Shoot. Right. The suit of armour was issued to an Orange citizen named Ellis Courtenaire. That's Eliskoortenaer. Exact date of birth unknown. He was signed to the Lelystad County Neonatal Care Unit on the 28th of February 09. Neonatal Care Unit? He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in a neonatal unit. Survived, apparently. Was assigned to a foster family of 2. According to Clasier, Lely said his real name wasn't really his. Perhaps that was because he was fostered. This is what the ICP, that's the insane clown posse, know about him. He was raised by the foster parents, entered the Brand Military Academy in Redefort at 17, and served in the Orange forces until he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminese conflict. Then the armour followed him to Seminine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There's no records of his employment in Krenel, or any of its other incarnations, or him even entering Revachol. Wait. So we have to connect him to Krenel as his armour. Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. He leans closer and shouts, "Thank you, Alice. Great work." "No problem, Lieutenant." She sounds pleased. Any information on the foster parents? None, officer. Sorry. Wait, he was found in a leaf compactor. It's a garden tool used to press leaves into these cubes. It's a detail the hospital had, the only detail in these files, so I thought it would be good for you to know. It is. Thank you, Alice. Well, we have his name in the service record now. Move on. Name. This is very good. Alice Courtenay, he says to himself. This means something to him. Know that name, like naming a case, it's important. Glad the inquiry was helpful for your investigation, officer. Did you have any other questions? I'm done with the radio for now. Right. Yeah, we don't have anything else to do. Let's try and get that grate open. Even though we can go in the normal way. Then I think I'm going to let you go. I'm just trying to figure out what to name the episode. Probably that name. Or the pigs, I guess. Well, yeah, it's the second time we've discovered someone's name, because we didn't know Harry's name at the start of this, now that I remember. It's kind of a recurring plot point. Not sure where it is. Oh, it's around there somewhere. Yeah, what's that? They never used to do that. Oh, I must have been on Kim. Oh, I guess I can't do that because I've already opened it from the other side. Right. Then we'll step a little bit forward. Like, the game will tell me when I'm at a point of no return on it. And I'll save it there. Out here? Right. I'm gonna let you go. You're now leaving the proximity. I've been John Proxy. Thank you for watching. This has been my Disco Elysium adventure. And I'll see you guys next time. It's about to go down.